Let's go. We're recording here for our parents. Let's take a look. Let's review, okay? It says module assessment practice. Here we are. Match each expression with its value. Once again, expression is the same word as equation. Value is the same word as answer, aka what is 9 times 8? What should we match it with? You, sir, Mr. Mateo, what should we match it with? 72. Correct. 9 times 8 does equal 72. What about 42 divided by 7? Victoria? Yes, sorry, I hesitated. Yes, because 7 times 6 equals 42, right? Yeah. Melanie, 8 times 7 is what? 8 times 7 Yes, it's 56. And Juju, what is 54 divided by 6? 54 divided by 6 is 9. Very good. Your answer should look like that. That's my last number. Because 6 times 9 equals 54. Sorry. I didn't fully screenshot this picture. Sorry. But I know down here it says, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like blank times blank equals blank, right, Angel? That's exactly how it is. Okay. So, when we're completing this equation down here, right, we need to look at what they give us. Okay? We need to look at what they give us. And they give us cups and pencils, correct? Yes. Yeah, we're looking at this picture and they give us cups and pencils. So, first thing you always count is your number of groups. Toby, how many groups are there? How many cups are there? 7. Very good. There are 7. And Allison, how many pencils are in each group? Very good. There are 5 pencils in each group. So what is 7 times 5, Victoria? Very good. That's what you should have on your very first page. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow on the test, wait, stop. This is simple math facts, right? This whole page is basic math facts. If you get every single one of these questions right tomorrow, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points already. 7 points already on your test tomorrow. Okay? Those are good odds. Getting that whole first page. Take your time on the simple ones like this. Don't rush through it because you think you know what 54 divided by 6 is really quickly. Still double check your work. This is not timed. Tomorrow we have all the time in the world, especially going on break. Okay? We've got a lot of time. Take your time on this first page tomorrow. Sound good? All right. Please, please, please correct any mistakes. And then let's go to the next one. I am happy to hear we're getting it right, but remember, today you worked with groups. Tomorrow you won't. Okay, tomorrow will be all on you. I believe in you. Okay, let's look at this next page, please. This is a lot of stuff we've seen before too, okay? Do not get discouraged. Oh, man, I didn't screenshot this one well either, did I? Nope, sorry. Of course. Okay. So let's do the first one and then we'll worry about that bottom part. It says, Zara puts a total of 63 flowers into 7 vases. She puts the same number of flowers into each vase. All right? So the first one, write a division equation. It tells you, ladies and gentlemen, when you did the quiz on this, Miguel, when you did the quiz on this, right, and it was just like this kind of question, so many of you got this one wrong because you didn't read the question. And it says write a division equation. So many of you had times, somebody had plus, addition, right, multiplication. If it tells you division, you know that this sign needs to be in there. You have to have a division sign. And then Angel, tell me something. When we have a division equation, what number always comes first? The big number, the total. Angel, in our question, Zara puts a total of 63 flowers into 7 vases. Which one is the bigger number? 63, so that needs to come first. Now let's look at what they're asking, because if you have the letter in the wrong spot, it will be wrong. Write a division equation that represents the number of flowers she puts in each vase. She has 7 vases, so how should this equation be written? Very good, Cassia. 63 divided by 7 equals F. Remember why F? Because it tells us use F to represent the unknown. And the unknown is the number in each vase. And that's what they're asking. She puts the number in each vase. And we need to know how many that is, right? Toby, now we need to write a multiplication equation. Should we have a division sign in this question, Toby? No. Multiplication. A times sign. Toby, when we're doing multiplication, should we have that 63 on this side of the equal sign? Should we have the 63 come first again? Why not? What is 63? Yeah, 63 is what though? It's our total. And does our total ever come in the beginning when it comes to multiplication? Where should that total go? At the end, at the other side of the equal sign. Right away, you should know that that is going to be something times something equals 63. That 63 will never be on this side of the equal sign, right? So, Toby, what is our equation? Okay, you can do F first. That's fine. F times what equals 63? Very good. The other number in our question. Use the number they gave you, right? We use the numbers they give us every time. Good. F times 7 equals 63. If you have 7 times F, that works too. It doesn't matter, okay? As long as those two numbers are on the other side of that equal sign. Okay, and now we solve. Now we solve for F. What does F equal? Ellie, what does F equal? What is 63 divided by 7? Or what times 7 equals 63, Ellie? 9. Very good. 9. 9. Now down here, can I see yours really quickly? I'm not going to worry about your answers. I just need to see what I forgot to include. So an equal sign, blank, plus, blank, and then equals our answer. Okay, thank you, Angel. Okay, so now it's asking us to fill in the blanks. A friend of mine came up to me and said, I don't understand. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. What are we doing here? Anytime we see parentheses, what kind of method are we doing? Starts with the B. Blank apart. What are we doing here? Victoria? We're always doing break apart. When we see parentheses, we're breaking apart. And we're always breaking apart what kind of number? Small number or the? Big number. So which is the bigger number here? 56 or 8, Angel?
56.
Yeah, so which number are we going to break apart, everybody?
56.
Yeah, and they already broke it apart for us. Because look at this. 8 is our constant. 8, 8, and 8. We don't look at that 8. It's unimportant, at least right now. In that first line, it's not important. In the first line, okay? So now we're breaking apart this 56. Something plus something equals 56. Well, they gave us our first number. What's the first number they gave us, Miguel? What's that number they gave us?
8.
No, we don't look at the 8. That's our constant. What's the number we're breaking 56 apart into? What's the big number they gave you right here?
40.
40. So that must mean 40 plus a mystery number equals 56. Well, you just figure that out right here. You do some subtraction, right? 56 minus 40. And I heard somebody say it. What is it?
56.
No, 56 minus 40 equals
16.
16. So that must mean 16 is our other mystery number that goes right here. Now we start solving in the parentheses. Now we got to look at that constant, right? So the first set of parentheses, 40 divided by 8. What is 40 divided by 8? What's 40 divided by 8, Jimena? What do you have on your paper? No, not 16. We're not looking at that first line. Now we drop to the second line. No, 40 divided by 8. Yeah, it's 5 right here, this first line. Making sure we're following along, okay? So we're doing this first set of parentheses. 40 divided by 8 is 5. Ellie, what is 16 divided by 8?
2.
That's the second set of parentheses. So that answer comes right underneath it, right? Everything comes down. 5 plus 2 equals, altogether, everybody should know this? 7. So your answer was 7 there. I know it's kind of small. Please make any necessary corrections. So remember, if you have a set of parentheses, the answer, like when you're solving, that's what goes underneath it, okay? It needs to be there. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay.
That one, yeah.
Yes, queens. Okay, let's look at the next page. Am I correct here? This is page 3? Yep, okay. So, it's asking, is each expression equal to 15 times 4? Once again, the break apart, right? It's the break apart all over again. So, 15 times 4 equal. Circle yes or no. Okay? Okay. This first one, I need you to be able to explain it to me too. Is this first one equal to 15 times 4? Yes or no? Sammy?
No.
Why not, Sammy?
Because when we add 3 plus 5 it equals 8, and 8 times 4 is not what we're supposed to do.
Right, 8 times 4 is not what we're supposed to do. What is 8 times 4? 32. Do we think that 15 times 4 equals 32? No, it's basically saying, are these going to be the same to each other? No, they don't, right? Absolutely not. Let's do the next one. Angel, yes or no?
Yes.
Why yes? You're correct.
Because 3 times 5 is 15, and that's our number.
Exactly. The constant is times 4, so 15 can be broken up into 3 times 5. That's correct. Very good, Angel. What about this next one here? What about this next one here? Ishmael?
No.
Why not?
Because 5 times 4 equals 20, and that's nowhere near what we need in 15, and then if we just add 20 plus 3, that's 23.
Exactly. If you solve this equation right here, 5 times 4 is 20. 20 plus 3 is 23. Does that sound like anything close to 15 times 4? No. Very good, Ishmael. What about the last one? Mel?
No.
Why not?
Because I do 5 times 4, and that's 20, and then 20 times 3 doesn't get me anywhere near 15.
I have to tell you that it's 15 times 4. Okay? So if it's, let's take a look here. Remember the rule we learned about multiplication? What did we learn about multiplication and parentheses? If they're all times sign, does it matter where the parentheses go? Because check this out. Watch. We'll do one that we can kind of easily do. So if I have 2 times 1 times 1, let's solve. What's 1 times 1? 1 times 1 is 1 times 1 is 1. So then we do 2 times 1, and that equals 2. I'm going to do the same thing here, okay? But I'm going to put the parentheses around the 2 and the 1. So let's solve this set first. What's 2 times 1? And then we bring this one down, right? What's 2 times 1? Did they equal the same thing? Yeah. Did it matter if the parentheses were around the 1 and 1 or the 2 and 1? No, that didn't matter. So, Melanie, is this one going to be true or false? Yes. This one is true. Because look at that. They're both times. All that changed was the parentheses, right, Angel? And does that matter if the parentheses change when it comes to multiplication and multiplication? Nope. Nope, it does not. And the best way to solve your work to check your work is to solve. So let's do 15 times 4. We could totally do that. What method can we use?
Mr. Chico, come in.
Yes, let's break apart this 15 into what I always tell you guys to do. 10 and... So let's do 5 times 4, right? And then we bring down our constant, times 4. Angel, what's 10 times 4?
10 times 4 is
40. Melanie, what's 5 times 4? So 15 times 4 is equal to 60. 5 times 4 is 20. What's 20 times 3? Look at, remember my method? Cross out the 0, put it over here. What's 3 times 2? Mateo? So our answer is 60. Does that match up here? Yes, it does. Same here. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 times 4 is 60. They both equal 60. That's how you know they are correct. You see how I did that? Because I'm a good student. Because I'm going to take my time on the test tomorrow. Right? Good. Mr. Davis has the books shown. Adam says that the expression 7 times 4, please stop with the desks. Adam says that the expression 7 times 4 represents the books, and Robin says 28 divided by 7 represents the books. Why are they both correct? They are both correct. Why? How are they both correct? Emily? Because it's a fact family. Beautiful, Emily. That's a great answer. I would take that answer. What's a fact family? What is the fact family? What is it? What's the fact family?
7 times 4 is 28, and then this is 28 divided by 7.
Yes. Remember that game we played? The fact family race?
Yeah.
When you had to say how they were related to each other quickly? Remember? I'll model it for you. 7 times 4 is 28. 4 times 7 is 28. 28 divided by 7 is 4. 28 divided by 4 is 7. Boom. Right? Those are all 4 facts. I'm going to read them to you. I'm going to write them for you. Right? This is a fact family. Look at how these numbers are all related. They go home and they sleep in the same house together because they're related. They are a family. 7 times 4 is 28. 4 times 7 is 28.
28 divided by 7 is 4.
Exactly. And 28 divided by 4 is?
7.
Yeah, the numbers, right? They have to go together. You can't have two without the other. They are a family. They never leave each other. They're stuck together forever. Just like you and me next year. If you don't get it together. Wahahaha. That's true. Do we see that though? So what's the acceptable answer? What's the easiest way to get this point right? What does Miss G want to hear, Emily? Because they are a fact family. They will always be related. Do we see that?
Yeah.
Great. Let's move on. Because they are a fact family. They are a fact family. We're almost there. Of course you're taking these home to practice. That's why we gave them today.
And this is our homework study.
Yes. Study your methods. Try to give yourself a hard time. Change the numbers. Leave the questions and change the numbers and see if you can get them right tonight. Do that. That's the best way to study, okay? Quickly. Are you sure you want to miss this? Because we got to keep going. Okay. All right. This one says Carla wants to find 14 times 3. How can she use this table to find 14 times 3? What can she do? What have I taught you guys about? This test has a lot of the same method. The what method? Ellie? The break apart method. What number are we going to break apart, Ellie?
14.
What should we break it into?
10 and 4.
10 and 4. So let's do the first one. 10 times 3 is 30. 4 times 3 is? So what's 30 plus 12? Good, Ellie. It's 42. 30 plus 12 is 42. So, what should my answer be? Because it's asking me to explain. So that means I need to use words. What words can I use? What did I just do right now? Basically, you're going to tell me what exactly you did. And Ellie, what did I just do? What did you write? What did you explain? I use the break apart method. To find 14 times 3. You guys, please don't be like robots and memorize exactly what I wrote. If you put in your own words, let's say Mateo is just on fire tomorrow and he says, I looked up what 4 times 3 is, and I looked up what 10 times 3 is. And I know that's 30 and 12, so I got 42. I would take that answer. If you say, I used this and this and this and this, and it's correct, you get the right answer, I will take it. Basically, explain what works for you. If you say, I didn't use the table, I'll take it too, as long as you can show me your work. Okay? If you don't use the table, but you have other ways of getting the answer, that's fine. Just say, honestly, I didn't use the table. I know how to do it in a different way. I will take it. All I care about is that you get the right answer. Okay? This table is here to help you. Honestly, this kind of question is not that important to me. This is what's important to me. Right here. What is 14 times 3? That's what I need to know. Okay? So don't stress about the word part. Just make sure you know how to find that answer. If you don't have to use the table, then don't use it. Okay? If you have to draw a picture of 14 groups of 3 in each, do it. I don't care. Just make sure I can see your work. Okay? I don't care how you get your answer. Just get your answer. Okay? Sound good? Last one. Here we go. We're going to finish off strong. Okay. Oh, yes. Your favorites. The word problems. Ray and Liz, or Liz and Ray, sorry, collect shells. Liz arranges hers into 8 rows of 4. Hey. She puts hers in 8 rows of 4. And she has 22 fewer than Ray. How many does Ray have? Let's figure out how many Liz has, huh? Well, how does she arrange her shells? What's the first step? How does she arrange her shells?
8 rows of 4.
So what is that? What is 8 rows of 4? We could draw the picture, or we can do what?
8 times 4.
Or we can do 8 times 4. And what is 8 times 4, sir?
32.
Yes, sir. So, Liz puts her shells in 8 rows of 4. So how many shells did she have? She had 32. Tells us right here she has 32. So this is Liz, all right? She has 22 fewer than Ray. Fewer than Ray. How many does Ray have, Mel? How many does Ray have then? So, you did subtraction? Who else did subtraction? Let me see hands. Anybody else? That's okay. Who didn't get to this one? Okay, so a lot of us didn't even do it. All right, so that makes sense. Who did do it? What did you guys do? If you didn't do subtraction, what did you do?
Times.
What did you do? 32 times 22?
8 times 4.
Uh-huh, and then? That was it?
And then you give the answer.
What's the answer?
16.
Okay, how did you get 16? 8 times 4 equals 32. Where does that 22 come into play? You didn't get to it, though.
No, I just finished it right now. I did subtraction.
Okay, a lot of you probably did subtraction because you see the word fewer, right?
Yes.
But think about it like this. If I say that I have 5 fewer students than Miss Avina, who has more students, me or Miss Avina? Miss Avina, right? She has more than me. I have fewer than her. She has more than me. She has 5 more than me. So if I say I have 18 students, what are you going to do? You're going to add 5, aren't you? So why? Let's read this question. She has 22 fewer than him. So what should we do? He has more than her. He has 22 more than her. So what do we need to do, Mel? If he has 22 more than her, what do we need to do? We need to add. He has 22 more than Liz. So Liz has 32. He has 22 more. Ellie, how many does he have? Huh? Not 64. 54. 54.
I keep thinking of math class.
54. Do we see that, ladies and gentlemen? Don't see a word like fewer tomorrow and think automatically it's subtraction. Read the question out loud to you. Pretend it was real, right? What did I just do? I gave you an example with me and Miss Avina. I played it out, right? Do that for yourself. Play it out in your head tomorrow before you just assume because you see a word like fewer, okay? Do we see that? Tricky, tricky words. Big third grade stuff. All right, please put that in your yellow folder. Study it tonight. Become its best friend. Sleep next to it. I don't care what you have to do. Breathe it in, all right?
Take a bath with it.
Yeah, sure. Just don't erase the ink.